All right, so prophets, today I want to talk to y'all. Forget everybody else today. I want to talk to the prophets, right? Y'all are very important. We're very important to the community, we're very important to the kingdom. And unfortunately, a lot of prophets find themselves outside of church systems. That's not the unfortunate part yet. The unfortunate things is that they end up finding themselves outside of their calling due to the rejection they experience in a church setting. Most ministries find ways to incorporate prophets without actually embracing prophets. That keeps them muzzled, that keeps them controlled, that keeps them confused, that keeps them oppressed. And what I want to do is, or what I have done is, I've created something for you, the Imperial School of the Prophets. Now, more courses will be coming out for some of the other functions as we get to that. But we're in the month of ER, which is the month of prophets in the Hebraic calendar. So, what better time to launch the School of the Prophets? This is a module based, self paced course that you can go through at your own time to get the training that you need. You'll be getting training that's not based around being afraid of what you'll do if you don't have a good character. Instead, I'll be focusing on what your calling is and how to do your job, how to prophesy. What is a prophet? What does it mean to be a prophet? How do I know if I'm a prophet? The different types of prophets. We're going to go into that. The science of the prophetic, actually prophesying, the mechanics behind it, so that you can be full in whatever category you're meant to operate in, whether that's religious, educational, business, wherever it is that you're supposed to be. You'll get that training and more by taking the Imperial School of the Prophets, available on my website, caveofmystery.org. Now that I'm done talking to the prophets, please, if that's y'all, register. I'd love to mentor you. A lot of people don't, a lot of prophets don't have mentors in that area. So they're left to just kind of wing it, thrown out into the woods, and they see if they survive it or not. Instead, I want to actually nurture prophets. Now, what I want to say going forward is that there's going to be more courses, right? You might have heard of School of the Prophets. A lot of people do them. They do it from different ideologies, different philosophies. I know mine is completely different than any that you've ever taken before. I've taken some in the past. I've read certain books. I'm not going to lie. I didn't regurgitate any information, but there's a reason I'm saying this. Prophets are kind of one of the only ones that get authentic training, even if it's not, even if it's religious, even if it's lackluster. Some of them are good, but they're the only ones that get some level of training offered regularly. And I looked and I noticed that we don't have School of the Apostles. We don't have School of the Teachers. We don't really have School of the Evangelists. We don't have School of the Pastors. Pastors go to seminary school, but they're trained how to do church, not necessarily what their function looks like in a kingdom setting. And that's the main focus behind a lot of these courses I have coming up, these self-paced module courses, is to actually give you understanding of your role outside of a religious setting and what that looks like purely operating in the kingdom. What does it look like in spirituality? If you change it and switch the structure, what does this role actually look like? How does it function? How do they get along with each other? So there's several courses coming up. I realized that I had to change the way that I do courses because I like doing Q&As. I like answering questions. I enjoy all of that, but it's too many people for me to do those type of courses throughout the year. The only way I would be able to have as many courses is if I was trained. I had other people who had the same level of expertise as me teaching some of the courses, and y'all don't actually like that. Y'all would prefer to hear me, even if you got to wait. But I've had tons of you ask me in the past for self-paced, module-based courses where you can go through and learn at your own speed. It removes the Q&A aspect of it, but there's opportunities for that. The first Saturday of every month, I do Q&As on my Patreon server um, for whoever comes for about 2 hours straight. So asking me questions isn't hard to do. But I want to say that there are a whole lot of courses coming. There's a lot of things that y'all have wanted me to teach on, and due to the time, due to my constraints, I can't necessarily do them live. And a lot of you are okay with that. So stay tuned. There's a lot of courses coming. How to Walk in Miracles. The Healers course is actually going to go in that route. I'm restructuring it to fit in that setting as we speak. So just be on the lookout. You can find all the updates, everything, all the information is on my website, that being caveofmystery.org. There you can find my courses, classes, trainings, books, and all the like. All the information you're looking for as it pertains to me, the Kingdom Sonship, you'll find it somewhere on my website. And really, that's it. I just wanted to pop in and say hi. That's why I haven't been recording as much. That's why I haven't been uploading as much, is because I'm working on these courses for y'all. So y'all be blessed. Have a nice day, and talk to y'all later.